Good evening, Carol and John shoppers. I'm not used to the slow countdown and the slow pan. We have a new camera person tonight because Kyle's home shivering and cold, so wish him well if you can. John Shear's here. Andrew's behind the camera. It was a boring Tuesday. We were excited to get to the new books, but it was a slog. We got 2 freebies this week. AWA is an awesome small press company that does great, concise miniseries with really original material. They've got some new stuff coming out, and they give us a sampler for that. So if you're into it at all, check it out. We've got a few here at the register. And then Marvel, with pretty much any Marvel purchase, we're going to throw it in your bag because we got a bunch of them. They like to feature their new artists each year. I guess new to them artists. A lot of these guys are established, but they call them Stormbreakers, new generations. So they've got a little sketchbook preview of some Stormbreaker material coming up. So we'll give those out this week. We got a few first appearances I can go over really quick. On the Star Wars side of things, what do you know? Star Wars book with a first appearance in it.
Yeah. I can't believe it.
Mother of the Hand. Wait, Mother of the Path of the Hand.
Open Hand.
Open Hand, thank you. Gosh, that's why we keep you around.
Yeah.
In Star Wars High Republic number 5.
The slap.
AKA
the slap. It's an open hand.
Oh, Open Hand, Path of the Open Hand. To your face. Storm of the Brotherhood of Mutants number 1 is a Sins of Sinister tie-in, so that's worth mentioning. It's the first appearance of Ironfire. Pretty sure that was what it was. And then Static has a new miniseries starting for this year. If you were on the Static list for last year, we put it in your file, just so you know. But for Shadows of Dakota, Static has 2 friends that appear in this book, and they start to get powers. I think his name's Quincy and Isaac. Unfamiliar to me, but first appearances for them. What else is new? We've been adding a ton of back issues. John did a back issue wall re-rack on Sunday. He is constantly adding new stuff to this. I'm sure he will bring another short box or long box in tomorrow. So this is ever changing. But if you see anything up here you're interested in, give us a call, pay for it over the phone. Happy to put that in your file. John Shear added new issues up here. We've added new issues with these signs on them at the beginning of the month, so tons of new back issues being added. John Shear had to put on a mask and gloves and go through a moldy comic box to find the gems this weekend, so he's having fun. We'll get to it at the end of the video, but we put up a sign and a section of comics we love, featuring some graphic novels that we don't recommend all the time, but it's the time of year to pull them out, because they're mostly red on the covers.
Yeah. And I did not put Red Room there.
It still might be on a rec wall.
I thought about it.
We'll start with kids comics. We'll go through DC, and then we'll swing back around to the comics we love at the end. Probably the most prominent in the kids section, you got a new Marvel board book with Ant-Man and the Wasp. What timing? Who knew?
know.
Crazy.
They're finally figuring it out sometimes.
Like they know what they're doing. Sonic the Hedgehog has a new volume. What do we got? Volume 13? Yep. In paperback, they've got a new issue this week too, number 57. That's cover A. Got the 1 in 10 variant there for any interested parties. My Little Pony Classics has another Little Phillies. Hope it's the last one, so I don't have to say that word anymore. It's number 4. You got Scooby-Doo on number 120. Couple new graphic novels on the kid side. Pokemon Ready Set Evolve Handbook has, go ahead,
3D stickers.
3D evolution stickers, guys. Who can resist?
So you can
I
kind
thought
of
they were
see.
cool.
They're very cool. I mean, like, look at Pichu. He's adorable. My Hero Academia, what volume are we on? 33 for the manga. Nat for Nothing graphic novel in paperback. And a new DC All Ages one in the House of L line. This one is The Treacherous Hope. Good stuff. 2 new pop figures on the table. You got the dragon from Shang-Chi, and then a very exclusive Target only that they shipped to us. We didn't buy this from a collection. Thor, Frog of Thunder. He looks adorable and contained. Oh, is he part of the pop figure? He's in a jar.
Yeah.
He's in a specimen jar. That's kind of sad and weird.
He'll break out.
Marvel animated statues from last week. We still have Falcon and Jane Foster as Thor, and then we've got the ever cute zipper mouth Loki plush. And then that's it for kid stuff. Let's go to small press.
Yeah.
New collections, small press down here at the bottom of the table. For Humanoids, Legends of the Pierced Veil. It is a retelling of kind of a couple myths combined about the spirit world and the human world and the veil between them. thinning. Looks like some beautiful artwork, though. I didn't break one open. You'll have to ask one of the guys who ordered it. Dune's most recent miniseries collected in hardcover. That's The Waters of Canley. We got new Blade Runner 2039. They're on number 3. Godzilla, All Hail the Monsters. That's on number 5. It's a cool cover, actually. Video game cover. And then TMNT Armageddon Game. Number 4 had a late 1 in 10 variant come in. And then we've got number 4 for The Alliance with a 1 in 10 variant. So 2 different books, both number 4.
I like the Alliance variant better.
I do too. I don't know who that shark guy is, but Kyle and I were commenting about him earlier today. Also from Small Press, from Whatnot, their new miniseries written by Wesley Snipes.
Oh, that's right.
Like contributed to by Wesley Snipes. Exiled, number 1. This guy is basically finds out he's immune to death in like the most hardcore way possible, but it's pretty much Blade in a different world. He kicks that much kind of butt too. So that's cool. That's number 1. Honestly, here I'll hold it so you guys know I'm serious. The most accurate rendition of someone taking out someone else's spine I've seen in a comic book in a very, very long time. Like maybe worth the read by itself.
All right.
Yeah. Mr. Easter. They told me I had to say it like that. It's on number 4. We've got a crazy, weird, exclusive variant for Gargoyles number 1 on the table. It is a $100 metal plate variant. It is a metal... I don't know. Can I do it? Yeah. It's a metal cover on the cover of Gargoyles number 1. It's $100. I think they made like 8. That was an exaggeration. But they did not make very many, so that's pretty cool. Also from Dynamite, new Mad Balls, Garbage Pail Kids, Slime Again. Wait, Time Again, Slime Again. I'm upside down.
I just found some Garbage Pail Kids in my house.
Did you?
I did.
All right.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Tommy gun. Like, I think he's sort of expensive because he's holding a machine gun.
Oh, you can't do that with
Yeah,
kids
I know.
stuff. Stranger Things. Why don't you want to film us? Are we not cool?
Nah.
We were high-fiving and everything.
Wow. I'm already leaning over the table. I'm shorter than Kyle.
Kyle's gonna be like, after a couple weeks of leaning over the table, it's nothing, kid. All right, I need to spit tobacco in a spittoon. Stranger Things has a new miniseries, Tales from Hawkins. I believe it's gonna feature different side characters throughout Hawkins in different issues.
It's an anthology.
Cool. I made that up. That was cool. And then DC Collected Editions has Volume 3 of the most recent Swamp Thing series. That's the Parliament of Gears. We've got a hardcover, The DC Universe by Dwayne McDuffie, gathering a assortment of his stories from across the past. I mean, he was very recent, pretty much, right? Big past 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And then along with the new Static number 1, they have reprinted in a facsimile edition, including the polybag, the original Static number 1.
Which I think is awesome.
The polybag part's cool. I mean, if
Right.
you're going to do it right.
Yeah.
Next to that, there's Static number 1, Shadows of Dakota, starting that 6-issue miniseries. And then we've got one reprint from DC this week, Batman Spawn. They did 2 different covers to show the cover A and cover B of the original printing, but still Capullo artwork, which is rad.
Batman wins, Spawn wins.
Yeah, why not? So if you missed out on that one, we've sold out pretty quick, so we've got those here for you. What do you think?
We've got Gotham City Year 1 is next, and it's on the penultimate issue, issue 5. Mm-hmm. You find out potentially who's behind the kidnapping, who's behind the murder, like all sorts of history. It's awesome. It's great. It's noir. I ordered more for this coming week. We have it. I cannot sing this book's praises enough. Tom King, and in 6 issues, he's doing a great job.
And we definitely have issue 1s,
Yeah.
which I was finally able to find a moment to dive into.
There we go. Yeah. So we've got the regular cover. We have the 1 in 25 variant. And then next to that, we've got Monkey Prince on its penultimate issue, issue 11, Lazarus Planet crossover. Basically, he's fighting Ultra Humanite. Superman John Kent shows up at some point. We've got that going on there. We've got the cover B variant in that one.
That thing is
creepy.
Wild
He's
looking.
wearing the monkey mask as a monkey, so yes. Flash 792, the 1 minute war.
Yep.
1 second.
Yep.
1 minute war.
Yeah.
We've got we sold out of the regular covers. Everybody's good about adding it because it's the 1 minute war. Everybody wants it. We've got the 1 in 25 variant, and we've got the 1 in 50 variant.
Foil.
Yeah.
Shiny.
Shiny variant. Above that, Batman Joker Deadly Duos on number 4. It's still super creepy. He's still teaming up with Joker. At one point, Joker does something very, very bad that saves their lives, but it's still very, very bad and still right in line with the Joker. Silvestri is killing it, writing and drawing it. I can't believe I'm saying that in terms of his writing.
I
but
was
he is.
I was shocked by how good this series turns out to be.
It really is. We have the Batman David Mack cover, and we have the Catwoman David Mack cover.
I love how everybody else does a Batman one and a Joker one, and David Mack's like, nah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Catwoman. We have the 1 in 25 variant
Which
there
is
by Sienkiewicz,
awesome.
and then we have the 1 in 50 variant by Silvestri, and the 1 in 100 variant by somebody else.
Oh, you sounded confident, though. I thought you were
did.
just going to do it.
Nope.
I thought you were going to launch in.
Not gonna do it. Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, issue 5. Still good. If you like Joker, you need to be reading this book. The backup story is him trying to date Giganta, and it's hilarious.
I'll back up Sheer on that backup story.
Yeah,
It's pretty great. It's funny.
It's really, if you apparently issue 4. I mean, not even apparently. Like Joker gets pregnant in issue 4.
Mm-hmm.
People apparently lost their mind over it. It was just funny.
Oh, and
Like,
the backup story,
yes,
right?
it was great. It was really just funny. You don't need to be upset about it. Just enjoy it. We've got the 1 in 25 variant next to it. Poison Ivy's on number 9. Andrea Ben's still reading it. We've got
Whoa. I stopped
stopped?
reading it. Andrea read
I'm
it and
still
said it's
reading
been it's getting back to better.
All right.
Yeah.
So we had a couple issue slump.
So you'll get back to it eventually.
But this is
potentially.
an all Harley Ivy issue.
Okay, so there we go. We got issue 9. We got the regular cover. We got the Sweeney Boo variant, and then we've got the Terry Dodson variants.
I like that one a lot. Yeah. They've had some really good covers for that book.
Oh, they've had some great
They're good,
covers. And then Batman 132, the big stack. Chip Zdarsky is still writing Batman, and Batman is off where Failsafe sent him. And we have his meeting Selena Kyle in this one in the other dimension. So
It's the most subtly Batman cover. Like, it does not look like a Batman book at all.
Yeah.
And like the blue, I was like, what Batman? Like,
doesn't
wash
it doesn't,
your hands.
yeah. We've got the regular cover for that. We've got the Archer Catwoman variant. We've got the Joe Quesada Batman variant. We've got the 1 in 25 variant, and the shiny foil 1 in 50 variant by Archer.
Oh, is it Marvel time?
It is. But I read Red Goblin, so I can talk about that.
Oh, cool.
Red Goblin number 1.
Alex Ross cover.
Alex Ross cover. Normie has a symbiote, but it's not attached to him. It's sort of like his best friend pet. And it's hanging around him all the while Norman is dealing with other goblins running around, basically trying to kill him.
It's goblin heavy.
It is very goblin heavy, and yeah. So,
But you also get kind of the I did read it too.
Yeah.
You get kind of the best of Carnage, the Carnage angle and the Goblin angle, but it takes place amongst Goblin family members.
Right.
It's a
Yes.
good hook at the end too.
yes, it is. It is a very good hook.
Was he a hobgoblin?
No, he was a green goblin.
He was.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. We got a bit of a tiff about that on
Yep.
Monday.
And then we have the
Let me come around.
sure Inhuck variant cover for that one right there, and then it moves on to Bishop. War College.
We got one of 2 new X series this week, X mini series this week. Bishop War College. He is training his next generation of X characters. They're previously appearing characters, but they were younger, and now they're like getting into a more militant angle because Bishop's that kind of guy. Also, a good hook at the end.
Well, here's another thing. Bishop's first appearance was drawn by Will Sportasio. Will Sportasio is back doing the art on this.
Oh, that's rad.
Yes,
Okay,
and in
cool.
fact, he does the variant cover here, and then we have the Rob Liefeld variant there. Go for it, and then the 1 in 25 variant there.
Which is what is going on?
Oh,
I see.
yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
It does dive back into
very
Bishop.
rad.
It gives you a good primer on Bishop history, like where Bishop's coming from, and kind of puts him back there. There's some time angle stuff in it.
But that's Bishop.
Bishop.
Oh wait, that's sorry. There's the Portasio angle. That's what the X-Men Legends. Sorry, guys.
I don't know why you're apologizing to me. I didn't know what you were talking about to begin with.
Will's Portasio drew this one, so it's back to classic Bishop in the X-Men Legends number 6. So they do all sorts of like prehistory type stuff. That's Will's Portasio doing that one.
Cool.
So
That's
that's
why
why
I'm talking about that one.
Yep.
Hey, you're giving our standing cameraman like a run for her money on
There
this
you go.
one.
Yeah.
In the center of the table, sorry for the roller coaster. Gold Goblin number 4, not a Dark Web tie-in, FYI. Still a great book. Speaking of great, the Bachalo cover for number 4, simply fantastic. I'm not even that big of a Green Goblin guy, and it's just awesome looking. Next to that, the aforementioned X-Men Legends number 6 with Will Portasio doing a Bishop story. Then the Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants is a Sins of Sinister tie-in. Storm, it's a first Storm miniseries in a long time. I think it's one of 3 of the miniseries. And then we've got a 1 in 25 variant available for that one. Below that, we got a whole row of Spider-Man. We're back from the Dark Web stuff. Amazing Spider-Man number 19 is guest drawn by Dodson, Terry Dodson, and guest written by Joe Kelly. It's a Black Cat story. We're getting into the meat later on of what Peter did, but this issue doesn't quite get there yet. But it's got fantastic variant covers. Most notably, next to it, the Disney 100 variant this time around is the Fantastic Four homage. Next to that is the Planet of the Apes cover for Amazing on this issue. Next to that, my personal favorite, the No Prize variant for Amazing Spider-Man. Do you want to tell everybody what a No Prize was?
So if you wrote back to Marvel and like said, "Hey, you guys messed up," Stan Lee was like, "Hey, you can't just tell us how we messed up. You got to tell us like that we didn't mess up and explain what happened. And if you did, you got this envelope in the mail saying, "Hey, you got a no prize." And when you open up the envelope, there was nothing in it because there was no prize.
Funny little jab. Specifically, if you wrote in and you were like, "Hey, you misspelled specifically
Peter Palmer."
Yeah, in issue 1. So the no prize variant, very awesome, fun little nod, and then the 1 in 25 variant. Nope, lost my mind. Dotson. It is Dotson. Yeah. All right, got Dotson over here. Below that, the one facsimile edition for Marvel this week is the first appearance of Kang in Avengers number 8. We would love to get this in everybody's hands. We ordered extra. The movie's coming out, so everybody wants to know what's going on with Kang. I'm going to make sure that happens. Next to that, new this week, Daredevil number 8 is part 8 in his crossover with Punisher. We've got the 1 in 25 variant available for that one on the table. Ghost Rider number 11 this week teased the return of Danny Ketch, but I'll tell you right now, he's not in the book. There's really nothing to do with him. It's a great issue where they're getting to the heart of this American horror story, haunted pentagram, and the end is a great hook to where it's going next. And then the J. Scott Campbell anniversary variant next to that on the table. Always a hot one when he does the art on it. The last issue of Namor, the Submariner Conquered Shores is out this week. That's number 5. Next to that, more Namor in Black Panther number 14. I'm not going to do it. And then Captain America Symbol of Truth is on number 10. No variant for that one. I thought there was. And then the Ryan North Secret Invasion series on number 4. That'll be the Lionel Yu variant cover. And this will be cover A right there with Maria Hill.
Pretty sure Kevin really likes this series.
I'm stoked to read it all in one go. But I need that for a spy series. I got to read it start to finish. Back to the center of the table gets us Miracle Man number... God, where did they hide it? 4. Thank you. And then next to it, a 1 in 25 variant. Aliens on number 6. And they're getting more human, which I guess blew up the internet a little bit this week when that image was released. But James Herron did a variant cover, which blew up my heart. I love James Herron. So that's a cool variant for number 6. And then Moon Girl Devil Dinosaurs on number 3. Below that, a little bit of row. Star Wars Darth Vader, number 31. Next to it is Star Wars Hidden Empire, number 3. And Star Wars High Republic with that first appearance in it, number 5. Look at you theming this. One more Star Wars Epic Collection, The Menace Revealed. I think it's volume 3 of The Menace Revealed. Then the most recent volume of Jason Aaron's Avengers. I think it's number 11. It's deep in there.
Yeah.
And then a couple more Marvel collections. Mighty Marvel Masterworks brings us the first and early appearances of Captain Marvel. Marvel. Thank you. And then a gallery edition of the Kree Skull War, the classic Avenger story, in large, beautiful, colorful format.
So you can get some nice Neil Adams and oversized pictures.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Image Collected Editions gives us one, Love Everlasting by Tom King, which is the fabulously underrated book by him. This is volume 1. It's got a provocative cover. If you haven't read it yet, you should have. Any Tom King fan will like this book.
Yes.
Period.
That's a good Valentine's
It is a good
recommendation
Valentine's Day
too.
Yeah, look at that. We can move it down. All right. Image has one row. New number 1 in Monarch. Solid beginning to a series. Jumps a little bit in time inexplicably, but it fits at the end. It's about an orphan and an alien invasion and kind of his relationship with his neighborhood and then his relationship with the charred bodies of the people in his neighborhood after the alien invasion. I'm not lying about anything. We've got Two Graves, number 4. We've got Time Before Time, number 20. We've got Spawn, number 338, with a beautiful David Mack cover. Little Monsters, number 10. And Bloodstained Teeth, number 9, next to a reprint of Mark Millar's Nightclub, number 1, for still $1.99. New this week, a section we don't have to do very often, but it's an honorable mention. We had a lot of last-minute pre-orders for the Boom Book Harrower, which normally I wouldn't pay attention to, but then we all read it today, and it's freaking a great horror miniseries.
Yes.
Good slasher setup, classic Halloween-style horror. We ordered more, so if you're interested, please ask us for number 1. We'll happily grab one for you. But it's the right amount of creepy, right amount of gross. I wish someone was getting their spine ripped off, but there's plenty more with that instead of.
There's other stuff that happens. They don't need their spine ripped out.
We decided to put a Books We Love section out because of Halloween coming up, so these are kind of books that we have on our rec
You
wall.
said Halloween.
Did I say Halloween?
You said
Oh, it's Valentine's. Well, it's Valentine's. Okay, I stand corrected. We don't sell these all the time, but we recommend them all the time, so we figured we'd put them front and center. My 2 picks were Battle Pope, because it's written by Robert Kirkman, and it's wonderful, and no one ever picks it up. And Slaughterhouse 5 by Kurt Vonnegut, because I just love rereading this book all the time. All the time. And when you put it on the shelf, you can't see what it is, so I have to put it on the table so you can see.
There you go. Yeah. I picked Long Distance by Tom Zoller, who's from Northeast Ohio here. It's a wonderful, wonderful relationship. They have a long distance relationship, and how do they work it? It's beautiful, beautiful story. But next to that, we've got Death of Love, where this one guy is so angry at love that he starts killing all the Cupids, and they send people after him to kill him because they're angry at getting killed. It's awesome. And hilarious. Then we have Goon.
these are mine. The Goon.
Oh, it's so good.
Love the Goon. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
But also never sells out the rec wall. You know
Yeah.
why?
I know, because
Because you can't see what the fucking is.
you see his little hair.
Yeah, they don't.
And Street Angel,
Street Angel.
Deadliest Girl Alive.
Yep.
Who
By
does
Jim
that
Rugg.
one? Okay, that's right.
Yep.
Oh,
Yes.
I like Jim Rugg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sex Criminals, because it's Valentine's Day, and
Preacher, because it's one of the best.
it's a love story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew said it best. That's
Yeah.
the easiest way to say it. But that's it. That's our new comic table. We're excited to get into the meat of February. Don't forget that Late Night Comics is on the 16th this month. We're going to have 40 unseen boxes of comics out on that Thursday, a week from this Thursday. So next Thursday. Other than that, we're good, right? Going home.
We are.
Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you Wednesday for your comics.